Well, I was in my usual mode this last weekend, going from airport to airport, getting from one end of the country, actually up into Canada. And, we spent a little time looking at the newspapers and magazines and things, trying to get a good story. And sure enough, here's a special issue of a National Geographic, a big title, Blue Zones, The Science of Living Longer. Well, I have the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Immortality, the book Epigenetics, and so I get this issue of the magazine. And all they talk about is the foods that these people eat. There were two mentions in the top, top 12. We looked at the top 12 longest-lived people on Earth, and some of them, they have the highest rate of long-lived men. Other countries have the highest rate of longest-lived women. Okinawa is kind of equal. Number of 100-year-olds, both for men and women, which is unusual even in the longest-lived countries and cultures. And the interesting thing about it was they never talked about things like electricity and computers and cars and things of that nature. They did say that they did walk a lot from one place to another. They're all religious peoples, many different religions. And so it didn't seem like any particular religion was more efficient in longevity than any other, but they were all religious and faith-based cultures, which is good. They walked a lot going to work, and they spent time meditating each day. And at the end of each little section, they gave what they thought were the secret foods, like black beans and soybeans and things like seaweed. Okinawa, they eat a lot of seaweed and this kind of stuff. And they just didn't really, I think, get to the bottom line. And, of course, the bottom line is in the book Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the DVD Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the CD Dead Doctors Don't Lie, the book Immortality. I mean, everybody needs to read that one because we're talking about the top 20 longevity cultures on Earth and their common threads. And then Epigenetics, The Death of the Genetic Disease Transmission, my newest DVD called Somebody Needs to Go to Jail, the newest CD, Public Enemy #1. And the whole thing comes down to there was a sea change at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882. And in only 2 of all these various chapters in this special issue of the National Geographic, only 2, one of them mentioned that they continued to cook on wood-fueled brick stoves. And the other one, they talked about some kind of, and this was in the Nicoyan Peninsula in Costa Rica in Central America. They talked about this clay stove from the local indigenous Indians that they were burning wood in. Other than that, they never mentioned fuel or putting wood ashes in the garden, and they just seem to have missed it by 1,000 miles. It's not the food that they're eating. It's some of the stuff that they don't eat. One of the things I think they were shocked at when you look at the article is that everybody ate meat. They were looking for vegetarians and vegans, and they couldn't find any vegetarians and vegans. During the wintertime, they ate actually less meat and more carbohydrates. As you imagine, they need to heat themselves up. But they all ate meat 3 to 5 days a week. It wasn't as though they were vegetarians or vegans in any way, shape, or fashion. And the Okinawas, they don't have a lot of sheep and goats and cattle and stuff because they're small. But they do eat a lot of pork because a pig will eat anything, and so it's easy to raise pigs because you don't have any particular type of large pastures and things like that. And all the Okinawans eat pork, and they eat lard, and they ate more spam than anybody else on Earth. And they're the ones that have the equal amount of 100-year-olds between men and women. And then, of course, they had a little piece on the Seventh-day Adventists from Loma Linda, California. And they said they live 10 years longer than Americans. Well, the average American lives to be 74. They live in an average of 85, Seventh-day Adventists. But the Okinawans and the people from Costa Rica live to be on the average 95, 98. And so even the longest of peoples in America, the Seventh-day Adventists are 10 to 15 years short of these third world cultures. They're still putting wood ashes in their garden. What does that mean? Well, wood ashes are not ashes. They're 95% by weight and volume minerals that the tree sucks up of the ground. You burn the wood for fuel, and the minerals don't burn. They just fall as a powder into the bottom of the stove or the fireplace, and a little bit of carbon is there because of inefficient burning, and so it'll turn that mineral powder gray or black, thrown into the garden and stimulates growth of the food in the gardens, but also the garden vegetables suck up the minerals. And then people for 5,000 years have been getting their nutritional minerals by eating vegetables grown in vegetable gardens, fertilized with wood ashes, plant minerals actually. And when we switched over to electricity at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Monday, September 4th, 1882, on Pearl Street in New York City, in the bluff overlooking the construction of Brooklyn Bridge, nobody knew that we were getting our minerals that way, and so nobody replaced the wood ashes as our source of minerals with anything. And then, of course, we dammed up the rivers to make more electricity, so there was no more silt, no more minerals fertilizing our soils. And you ask a doctor, shouldn't I take some vitamins? No, just eat well. You can't. Plants only need 3 minerals. We need 60. If you do not supplement, you'll die 25 years early. And if you do not supplement your kids, you'll be burying your kids. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie. I won't, after these messages. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, this one kind of surprised me, but not wholly, but I just thought it was shocking when I saw this. It was a CNN headline article here where the headline reads, "The older you are, the worse the hospital is for you." And they outlined a specific case of Janet Prochaska, and she ended up in the Zuckerberg San Francisco General Hospital and Trauma Center after a fall. And make a long story short, she ended up contracting a serious stomach infection while she was there. She ended up being in there for 3 weeks. Then it had to be sent to a rehab facility for another 3 weeks. When she got done with it all, she was far weaker and more shaky and unable to think clearly. And she said she had to stop working and wasn't able to drive for several months. She's now considering moving from California to Maine so she can be closer to relatives for support. According to her stepdaughter, she says, "It's a big, big change. I'm hopeful that she will regain a lot of what she lost, but I'm not sure." Say many elderly patients deteriorate mentally or physically in the hospital, even if they recover from the original illness or injury. They say about 1/3 of patients over the age of 70 years old, or more than half of patients over the age of 85, leave the hospital much worse off and more disabled than when they arrive. They say many seniors are unable to care for themselves after the discharge and need assistance with daily activities such as bathing, dressing, even walking. And according to Ken Kavinsky, he's a physician and researcher at the University of California, San Francisco Division of Geriatrics. I couldn't believe this. He's quoted saying, "The older you are, the worse the hospital is for you. A lot of the stuff we do in the medicine does more harm than good, and sometimes with care of older people, less is more." Say the staff often forget to feed the patients, and they're tethered to their bed with either an IV or oxygen, and just goes on from there. And I just found it. In fact, some hospitals are now even have dreamed up something called the Acute Care for Elders, or the ACE ward, and where they get special accommodations for the elderly.
Well, in 2011, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services came out, front page article in every newspaper in America. Remember, this is 2011. They said, and the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, headed by the U.S. Surgeon General, said every month, this is a monthly figure, every month in America, medical doctors kill 15,000 seniors they put in hospitals for screening tests. Because, they're the only person left in their family. All their friends have died. And the doctor says, "Look, I got to get you in the hospital. You don't look too good." And they, "Oh, okay." So without getting a second or third opinion, they run to the hospital. And within the month, they'll be dead, okay? And we're talking about, that's 180,000 a year, 15,000 a month. They killed Joan Rivers. They killed Neil Armstrong. They killed Dick Clark. They killed Andy Rooney. And these are very famous seniors, okay? I mean, if we go and really look at the cause of death in a lot of seniors, even the greatest, Muhammad Ali, he didn't die from complications of Parkinson's disease. He went in there in the middle of the night because he had pneumonia. They gave him IV antibiotics, killed all the bacteria just like instantly, and they all released their toxin, and it was in the front page of the newspaper the next day. He died of toxic shock syndrome. Okay, well, toxic shock syndrome is a physician-induced form of death. Okay, so doctors killed the greatest. I have to add Muhammad Ali to that list of famous people they've killed in the last couple of years because they overtreated him. Okay, and so this is not a new thing. So I urge everybody, again, to get that trilogy of books, Let's Play Doctor, Let's Be Herbal Doctor, The Passport to Aromatherapy. Get the book Immortality. and find out what these long-lived people do to live. I mean, they have 100 per 250 of their population. We only have 1 per 10,000. Their secrets, part of which is they don't go to doctors. They don't have doctors. They take care of themselves. They have 3-4 generations living in the same household, and great-grandma takes care of everybody. That's the way it's supposed to be. Not a doctor. Woo! Dead doctors don't lie. Well, stick with us. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Longevity Way on Dead Doctors Don't Lie for these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Tampa, Florida. And Brian, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Well, Brian, you're on the air.
Thank you for taking
Fine,
my
thank
call,
you.
Dr. Wallach. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I was diagnosed with myotonic muscular dystrophy back in February this year, and I read your book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and you mentioned taking selenium and vitamin E, correct?
Okay, well, that's part of the deal, right? Now, there's several things, of course. How old are you?
I'm 43. I'm going to be 43 this August, actually.
Okay. How many years did you have symptoms before they did the proper biopsy? And
well, you know, the thing is, I probably had symptoms for many years. I probably did ignore them more than I should have, and finally, I happened. I was in the hospital with ulcers, and my gallbladder almost exploded. They removed that because it was old disease, and my doctor was smart enough to send me for more tests.
Let me ask you a question. Did you have any asthma as a kid?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, well, you'd know. Did you have any skin problems? Any eczema, dermatitis, psoriasis, rosacea?
Yeah, I had some of that. I had some of that. Yes.
Okay. And what about bowel problems? Do you have any? I know you had your gallbladder out because it blew up. What did you have? Constipation or diarrhea?
Yeah, I had all those things. I also lost my hair early and had cataracts. And now looking back, I know that those are all symptoms of myotonic muscular dystrophy.
Sure. Okay, very good. Now, here's the deal. And what do you weigh now?
About 180, 190.
Okay. Are you in a wheelchair or are you still able to walk?
Oh, I'm still able to walk. And luckily, when they did the nerve conduction study on me, my nerves are still alive. My muscles have been infected, but I'm still walking, yes.
Okay. Okay, this is a Charmaine thing. Char, what would you do dietarily? What foods would you cut out of Brian's diet?
Gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, or oats, and of course none of the other bad stuff either. No fried foods, no oils, no burnt animal fat, none of that.
None of the inflammatory things. Exactly right. Char's exactly right. So, Brian, you and everybody in your family, everybody in the household, dog, cat, bird, fish, spouse, partner, mother-in-law, renter, everybody in the household has got to get rid of all the bad stuff. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils. That includes microwave popcorn, theater popcorn, olive oil, coconut oil, cooking oil, margarines, mayonnaise, and cooking oil. That's got to go. And no gluten, no wheat, barley, rye, oats. Look at dog food, cat food. They're loaded with it, the dry dog food and cat food. Got to get rid of that out of the household. And then what would you do, Charmaine? He's 180 pounds. What sort of a nutritional support program would you give him for musculoskeletal? So we're going to run to a break here. When we come back, Char and I are going to give you, get your pen and paper ready, Brian, because we're going to give you a program, not a single nutrient. We don't cherry pick nutrients here, but we'll get you on a program that's going to support and promote maintenance repair of the musculoskeletal system. We'll be back after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go right back to Florida and Brian. Okay, Charmaine, 180 pounds. Brian's got diagnosed muscular dystrophy, got musculoskeletal problems here, and he says his nervous system is okay apparently, and he had his gallbladder out, so he's got some digestive problems. We know he's got a gluten intolerance. So what would you give him? What program would you give him?
I give him 2 healthy 2 healthy brain and heart packs, and then I'd also give him the enzymes to take care of the gallbladder being gone.
Okay, absolutely. And so Char's exactly right. You go ahead and take, for musculoskeletal problems, whether it's, arthritis, osteoporosis, muscular dystrophy, anything, it's all the same basic nutrients required by the musculoskeletal system. And so what you want to do here is take 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month, a full dose, everything at breakfast and dinner. And then for the, you might want to throw one more thing in addition to the 2 healthy brain and heart packs. What would you throw in, Char, to support maintenance repair of cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, disc between the vertebrae?
Glucogel, of course.
Okay, 2 large bottles of glucogel, so you can take 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, 5 at lunch, 5 at dinner. And then the ultimate enzymes, as Char says, we actually call it the gallbladder in a bottle because it will provide bile salts. People who have their gallbladder removed or their liver's not functioning properly, this is going to help support efficiency of absorption of fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K, and also support the efficiency of absorption of good fats, like omega-3s, 6s, and 9s. Give us a call every couple of weeks. Anytime you go to the doctor and you get another blood test and everything, let us know what your various blood enzymes are, so that way we know what's going on with your muscles. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Washington State. And Rita, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Rita, you're on the air.
Hello. How does one get off of prednisone and warfarin? What do you do?
Well, why are you on prednisone and warfarin?
Okay, it's my husband. He's 84 years old. He has a pacemaker. He's 5'9", weighs about 165, walks 2 to 4 miles a day, very active physically and socially and so on. Had a lung problem, collapsed.
So why is he okay? I can understand why doctors would put him on warfarin. I don't agree with it, but I understand since he has a pacemaker installed. Does he have what would be called atrial fibrillation?
Yes.
Okay, so he's got AFib. Okay, and so why is he on the prednisone?
He gets a really bad skin rash. When the skin rash comes, then he gets the problem with his lungs. He's gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free.
Okay, are you gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free?
Yes. Nobody
Well, you hesitated. You don't have a dog or a cat?
No.
Okay, we're going to have to double down and make sure that everybody is drop-dead gluten-free, because if he's still getting that rash and a respiratory problem, he's still contacting gluten somewhere. But hang on, we'll be back, and Char and I will give you a program for hubby after these messages. Okay, Doug, let's go back to Washington State and Rita. Okay, Charmaine, Rita's husband has had a pacemaker installed, and he's diagnosed with AFib. Is AFib really a heart problem?
No, it's a mechanical problem.
A mechanical problem?
Yeah, because the nerve that controls your heartbeat is being squeezed. That goes through your backbone because it's...
Okay, yeah. And as your husband, 84 years old, it would not be unthinkable or unusual for him to shrink an inch or so since he was 25 years old. Do you know for a fact, has he shrunk in height a little bit?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, well, Char's exactly right. What happens as you get older, if you're not taking the 90 essential nutrients to support maintenance repair, everything wants to go away, including your skin and your hair and your bones and liver and heart. Everything wants to go away, including the disc between your vertebrae. It's called degenerative disc disease. And as your discs get thinner, because you're not giving them the support they need to maintain themselves, the vertebrae get closer together and smash the roots of the spinal nerves that control the rate and rhythm of the heart. And the first thing doctors do is install pacemakers. They'll put them on warfarin or some kind of anticoagulant drug to prevent them from having a blood clot. That's I don't agree with it, but that's their thinking. And of course, when the pacemaker doesn't work, they're going to want a defibrillator put in because it's not going to work because it's a back problem. It's not really a heart problem. When that doesn't work, they'll do an ablation where they kill portions of the heart muscle, hoping to stop all this fast heart rate, tachycardia. When that doesn't work, they'll talk about a retroversion, which they want to kill your husband with electricity, hoping to reboot the heart's rhythm. That won't work because it's not a heart problem, it's a back problem. Then they want to do a heart transplant on an 84-year-old guy. You got to be kidding me. Not a good prospect for that. And so basically, as Char said, it's a back problem. And so what would you do for this guy, Shar? What would you give him as a supplement program to support and promote maintenance repair, even at age 84?
Well, I think because of his other problems and stuff, I think I'd give him one healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy bone and joint pack.
Okay. Yeah, that's one way of doing it. One healthy brain and heart pack, one healthy bone and joint pack. I get another bottle of the osteo, so you can have 2 ounces. Well, he's going to get 2 ounces of osteo. Another bottle of glucogel, so you can have 15 of those a day, 5 at breakfast, lunch, and dinner to support and promote maintenance repair of those discs between the vertebrae. He's going to get some of the nutrients necessary to support heart health. Wouldn't hurt to also throw in. What would you do for him, for instance, to encourage his stem cells to do their job? What would you throw in for that?
I would give him the Immortalium.
Okay, Immortalium would be very, very good. Yeah, Immortalium, you could take 2 or 3 of those twice a day, be 2 bottles a month. And then none of the bad stuff, of course, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, because he does have a gluten problem. When he has a skin problem and respiratory problem, they kind of go together. Give us a call every couple of weeks if you would, Rita, and bring us up to date. And he must go in, if he's on warfarin, he goes in on a regular basis. And as his clotting time lengthens, the doctor's going to say, don't let him eat salad. You say, no, what I want you to do is begin to reduce his medication. Let the doctor who wrote the prescription slowly reduce his medication, the warfarin, by the numbers. Certainly do not let him have any statin drugs because he will wind up with Alzheimer's disease, low T, ED, and all kinds of other stuff. Okay, Douglas, go to callers.
Let's head to California. And Peak, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Peak, you're on the air.
It's actually Peter. How are you?
Okay, Pete. Okay, very good, sir. Thank you. How can we help you?
Well, I've been suffering with lower back pain for a while. Back in January, I was actually dropped to the ground with some massive pain in my lower back. Chiropractor said it was an L5, L4 muscle spasm. Ever since then, I've been able to walk. I'm doing okay, but I still wake up with a really morning bad back.
Okay, so it's actually when you lay down for a while for sleeping, it gets worse during the night. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 230.
Okay, and how tall are you, sir?
5'7".
Okay, 5'7". I'd like to see you weigh 165, 170, so we need to lose about 60 pounds. So we need to go there. Okay, Charmaine, what would you do for this guy, dietary-wise and supplement-wise, to support the musculoskeletal system here?
I give him 2 healthy bone and joint packs, obviously.
Okay, and so that would be a full dose of everything at breakfast and dinner, including 15 glucogel a day, again, to support and promote maintenance repair, cartilage, ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, discs between the vertebrae. And what would you do about his weight?
I give him the ASAP.
ASAP. I'd go ahead and get 1 bottle a month of the ASAP. It's a dropper bottle, Pete. Put a dropper full under your tongue 30 minutes before each meal. Let it absorb through oral tissues. Don't swallow. It won't hurt you if you swallow it, but you won't get maximum benefit. And within a week or so, you should start losing a half pound, 2 pounds a day. And the magic here is you will maintain the weight loss that you accomplished as long as you stay on the 90 essential nutrients. And at 160, 170 pounds, you can still take your same amount of stuff, okay? And that will, again, give your body what it needs so you don't have the cravings and you won't be gaining that weight back. That's the magic of this whole system. And let's see here. What would you have him put on his back for that low back pain? Give some pain relief, Char.
The CM cream, which comes in the pack, doesn't it?
Well, the CM cream comes in the healthy bone and joint pack. That is correct. And so I'd also get an extra bottle of trauma oil. So you can put 5 or 6 drops of the trauma oil, which is from our aromatherapy division, the Ancient Legacy. Put 4 or 5 drops in every teaspoon of the CM cream you apply to your lower back, the L4, L5 area. And that's because if you put the CM cream and the trauma oil on your feet and legs, you're not going to get much benefit because it's actually a peripheral neuropathy. In other words, the obstruction of the roots of the spinal nerves, the sciatic spinal nerves coming out in your lumbar vertebrae, is what's being squeezed, and you're getting this referred pain down those nerves into your feet and legs, and even your lower back. And so you have to put the CM cream and the trauma oil on your back, not on your feet and legs. Give us a call every couple of weeks. You'll be a great testimony, I assure you. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to Kansas City, Missouri. Gary, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Gary. You're on the air.
Yes, how are you, Dr. Wallach?
Fine, sir. Thank you. How can we help you?
Yes, in talking to you, I noticed a lot of the products that I need to take are with fluid, and I am on kidney dialysis, which gives me a fluid restriction. And so I'm wondering, how do I deal with that situation?
Sure. Okay, well, number one, how much do you weigh, Gary?
Beg pardon?
How much do you weigh, sir?
Between 225 and 230.
Okay. And you also have diabetes?
No.
What about high blood pressure?
No, not presently.
Okay, now, are you on medication for high blood pressure?
No.
Okay, not even on a medication. Okay. Okay, Charmaine. Gary's a gentleman that he weighs 230 pounds. He's on dialysis, does not have high blood pressure, does not have type 2 diabetes, but he weighs 230. How tall are you, Gary?
About 6'1".
6'1". Okay, so I'd have you lose maybe 20, 30 pounds. So what would you do for this guy? What would you do for him? He's on dialysis. What would you do for him, Char?
Okay, he needs...
Whoop. We got to run to that message moment. Hang on. And Char and I will be back. Get your pen and paper ready, Gary. We'll be back with a program and a diet for you after these messages. We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go right back to Missouri and Gary. Okay, Char, 230 pounds. He needs to lose about 30 pounds. He's on dialysis, not on any medication, no diabetes, no high blood pressure. What would you do for this guy?
Well, I would get him on 2 healthy brain and heart packs, but he also has to add the Ultimate Daily Classic, the Cardio Sticks, and the Niacin Plus. And for the weight loss, I'd give him the ASAP.
Very good. And, of course, all this is going to support general wellness, is going to support and promote healthy blood flow, support healthy blood pressure, which he says he has. And so why is that important when somebody has dialysis? Usually doctors will put people on dialysis for kidney failure. What's really the problem? When you have kidney failure, is it really a kidney problem, Char?
No, there's nothing wrong with his kidneys. He's just the arteries that go there are plugged up from eating, oils, salad oils, olive oil, burnt animal fat, all the bad stuff that causes inflammation has squeezed the little arteries shut. It's all. There's nothing wrong with his kidneys.
Yeah, inflammation causes the arteries to react, make scar tissue to defend themselves. That's what plugs the arteries, not cholesterol and saturated fat. And as these little afferent arteries that bring the dirty blood into the filtering unit of the kidney get plugged, the body makes the heart work harder to get more blood into the kidneys, and it's failing, of course, and so the pressure goes up. Okay, and this is why a lot of times these people won't urinate because there's not enough dirty blood getting into the filtering unit, and so you did exactly right. I'd give him 2 healthy brain and heart packs. I'd give him 2 of the Ultimate, 2 bottles a month of the Ultimate Daily Classic to support healthy blood flow, to support healthy blood pressure. Also, because oftentimes they will have blood pressure problems. Also, the Ultimate Cardio Sticks, 2 of those a day, 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner. That's 2 boxes a month. The Ultimate Niacin Plus, it's time release and non-flush, and it also has an enzyme in there called nattokinase, which is legendary for actually dissolving blood clots, which he hasn't had, but it's one of those things that we want to prevent. I take 2 of those a day. How many of those Niacin Plus do you take a day, Char?
2.
2, yeah, that's what I take. I take 1 at breakfast, 1 at dinner time, and again, they're non-flush and they're time release, so you don't get the hot, rashy flush thing that people don't like about supplementing with lots of niacin. But at any rate, give us a call every couple of weeks, Gary. Anytime you get the blood test to determine your creatinine levels and also your glomerular filtration rates, you should call us and give us those numbers, and we can adjust things. because, again, our whole goal here is to support healthy kidney function by supporting healthy vascular function. Now, the weight loss thing, Shar already said, you need the ASAP. I'd go ahead and get yourself 1 bottle a month of the ASAP dropper bottle. Put a dropper full, not a drop, but a dropper full on your tongue, 30 minutes for each meal, and leave it absorb through oral tissue. Take it a minute or two. Don't swallow. It won't hurt you if you swallow it. You don't get maximum benefit. Within a week or so, you should be losing a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. And the magic is you'll never gain the weight back as long as you stay on the 90 cents of nutrients. Because remember, being overweight and obese has nothing to do with lack of exercise or eating too much. Being overweight and obese is a nutritional deficiency. And I'd urge everybody who's 10, 15, 20 pounds, 50, 75, 100 pounds or more overweight, you go ahead and ask your associate for the book Hell's Kitchen. Ask for a free copy of the CD by the same title, Hell's Kitchen, and learn, how to lose a half pound to 2 pounds a day by supplementing properly. Again, because this book will tell you the cause, prevention, and cure of obesity, because it has nothing to do with lack of exercise or eating too much. And this was another big thing they had in the Blue Zone issue of this of the National Geographic. They were talking about how people walk and they get lots of exercise, and that's why they're so slim and all this and the other. No. It's because they all have wood fires and wood stoves, and they're putting the wood ashes in the gardens. They're getting their minerals. Because they're getting minerals, they don't gain weight. Hello. Well, thank you, Shar. Super job as usual. Thank you so much, Doug and Sam. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs, and God bless America.
Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat chocolate is just that. An antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat dark chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture, with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Ancient Legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide, with many of Ancient Legacy's oils coming directly from families in the East that have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years, for use in restoring balance to the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual nature of everyone. If you aren't experienced with aromatherapy, we suggest getting Ancient Legacy's Basic Starter Kit, an introductory kit specially designed for people just learning about the benefits of aromatherapy oils. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the healthy benefits of drinking coffee. Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit line of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium, hand-selected Arabica coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. If you're looking to lose weight, try JavaFit Diet Plus 62, a high-energy, gourmet coffee fortified with a blend of nutrients such as gambosia, citrus, and an extra shot of caffeine to pump up energy and help achieve a healthy weight. Unlike most diet drinks, you won't taste a difference. But for this to work, you can't load your coffee with cream and sugar. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Longevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Longevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Longevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the ultimate tangy tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables. And besides that, they're not as good as tangy tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Longevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Longevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.